What's unique about Fantomstarter? What is Fantomstarter doing that might make it friendly to what Andre's doing? Well, I'll tell you. Fantomstarter does two things when it brings, and you got to listen here, okay? This is got to listen stuff right here. Remember I told you, Andre's protocol will have two things that I've never seen done before. NFTs that will work in conjunction with tokens to allow governance and token distribution across multiple protocols, the top 20 on Fantom, okay? Never been done before. It's brilliant. It's not a token release to the masses per se. It's a token release to the big dogs in an ecosystem, but they're also going to have a token release to the masses. That's you and I, the regular folks. They do two things. When they bring in a new protocol, they help get it capital, so you can invest, okay? And you do that, you can you buy the Fantomstarter token, and then you have to stake the Fantomstarter token into their protocol, and that allows you to invest. And then when you invest, there is one other way that you can invest in the protocol, and that is with NFTs, okay? This is the first. This is different than Polkastarter. Fantomstarter allows you to invest in new protocols and get distribution, and you can do that by buying tokens or buying NFTs in the Fantomstarter protocol, and then you stake those. And the more you stake, the more opportunities you'll have to get involved in new protocols. Big time. And I'm not going to get into it, and they cover multiple chains. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Chain, Fantom, Avalanche, Fusion, XDAI, Polygon, Hecko. They literally, if it's on AnySwap or Multichain, they're going to be out there on the same chains. And that's exactly what Andre is doing, okay? That's exactly what he is doing with AnySwap or Multichain at the exact time that this protocol is doing it. And this protocol also said that they will also be dabbling in DeFi. They're also going to have a DeFi, a DeFi-based protocol for any new protocols that are brought onto the Fantom blockchain. Now, if you look here, you can stake your token into the protocol, and as I said earlier, they do intend to have kind of like a DeFi type of setup. Well, they'll have an exchange, kind of like a Uniswap or a SushiSwap, or I don't know if they plan on having their own exchange or they plan on working directly with an exchange or multiple exchanges. But nonetheless, that's kind of something else they have that's ongoing and in the process. But if you look here, you can come and you can stake First, you need FTM. It says FTM is needed to pay transaction fees on the Fantom Opera chain. And then in order to invest in the upcoming projects, you need to either stake FS tokens or FS key NFTs. So on their protocol, if you want to invest in new projects, you're going to have to buy the FS token, or you're going to have to get a higher tier NFT key to be an investor in new protocols. If you go here to their light paper, the Fantomstarter light paper, you can get some more information here about what they are doing, okay? What they're saying here basically is they're going to become the decentralized investment protocol onboarder of the Fantom chain, but not just Fantom, multiple other chains, and they're going to do that with AnySwap, again, which is Multichain. Okay, so we're going to scroll down here and kind of see what they do. Now, all they're saying here is they're saying the market for what they do is huge, okay, and they talk about their competitors. Polkastarter has a $230 million market cap. I told you if you gave this protocol, the Fantomstarter protocol, the same market cap as Polkastarter, I already did the math, that would put this token price at $3 to $3.50, okay? So these are some of their competitors, BSCPad, CardStarter, MCAP, but that doesn't really, it's not important for today. Why Fantom Chain? Well, we know why, because Fantom Chain is fast, it's efficient, and now we know because Andre is here, and that's where the DeFi growth is going to be. So that you scroll down here a little bit more, they talk about how their protocol works, they talk about, what their strategy is, what the game plan is, and again, multi-chain operability, which we know is going to be because of AnySwap. I told you how Andre loves AnySwap and how he's involved there. Now, this is an important part right here, and I'm going over some of this quickly because I just don't think it's pertinent. If you want to dig deep on your own, you can do it, okay? But there's a couple key points here. Fantomstarter brings users to grade A projects and removes the guesswork for startups, meaning a startup can come in here, plug in, and they'll do it for them, okay? And it says projects can now raise capital from a bigger pool of investors right where their users are. As Ethereum becomes slow and expensive, DeFi investors are flocking to alternative chains with lower fees. Layer 2 solutions to Ether fees require the built-in interoperability that Fantomstarter brings. So what they're telling you is DeFi is coming to Fantom. DeFi is going to be huge because of the lower fees, and they are going to take advantage of that. And that investment flow from the community, from the top 20, from folks like Andre and Daniele, is going to allow the Fantom ecosystem to grow, and Fantomstarter is going to take advantage. That's why I tell you their success is independent of this protocol Andre's creating. But this is where the home run comes in. If Andre is involved with this, if Andre somehow brings his project out and shouts out to Fantomstarter can moon real quick. And again, that's all hypothetical speculation. It's not investment advice. It's just me looking down the rabbit hole for things that might help you and help me. So they talk about the application process. They talk about Fantom Chain, what's in it for the investor. This is important because they have the plan. They have the platform. They have a decentralized rating platform. They have ministry curation, investment tiers, and investment tiers are important because the more Fantomstarter tokens you stake, the more investment opportunities you have. Meaning if I'm a venture capitalist and I want to be involved in this protocol, I'll stake 1 million FS tokens and that'll put me as a priority investor for any protocol that comes across the starting point, okay? And that's huge, folks. That's going to drive demand for the FS token. And if I'm a big dog, I'm going to buy up FS tokens so I can invest in new protocols that are onboarding. In fact, there's a protocol today that's out of Oregon. It has to do with NFTs and photographs and things like that. And that type of protocol, if you wanted to invest, you'd have to buy FS tokens to allow that to happen. The FS tokens also help with community governance, and that's all great, but this is the stuff I love. They're going to have liquidity mining. Liquidity mining. I tell you, I believe in getting tokens that allow you to stake and earn liquidity. That's the tokens I look for. Those are the tokens I love, and this protocol is going to allow us to do that. So as you can see here, folks, is there's many win-win situations here for us and for this protocol. And I think the future is bright on Fantom, and I'll tell you, I just have a sneaking suspicion. Sometimes you just got a gut feeling that this protocol is somehow involved, either directly or indirectly, with what Andre, his team, and the rest of the Fantom ecosystem is doing. Because there's just too many coincidences here, okay? And I'm going to show you right now. The FS Community Governance Hub is where projects overlooked by the FS team but well liked by the community can be picked up through governance, and token and NFT holders use their voting power to champion the projects they believe in. So this protocol is basing itself upon not only tokens but something new, tokens and NFTs. Who else is doing that? Andre is using tokens and NFTs. Governance requires the voting power of the community, which further expands the use case of our FS token and our NFTs. This built-in redundancy sets in motion the execution of community-led projects and makes sure every opportunity for success is given. What they are doing here, folks, is they are generating demand for the token, and if you increase demand and you decrease the token count, you're going to get a higher token price. And how might you decrease the token count? Well, by staking those, because you have to stake into the protocol to be eligible to bid or get involved with new protocols. Plus, as I showed you earlier, they're going to have staking and DeFi opportunities where you can stake into the protocol and earn some sort of rewards. I'm assuming those rewards are going to be any fees generated from the protocol. Also, from what I've read and from what I see, if you're involved in the protocol, you may have a chance at getting inadvertently other benefits of the protocols that come to any chain through this protocol. So liquidity mining right here. We understand the importance liquidity brings when launching a project, and they talk about how important liquidity is. Liquidity providers receive trading fees in FS tokens every time a trade between users is executed with the smart contract. Automatic market maker regulates trading and rewards the liquidity provider, effectively replacing the order book of a centralized exchange. So what they're telling you is when they bring forth their exchange, you can stake your tokens and you can earn money. You can earn rewards that result from the transactions on that chain, or I'm sorry, on that protocol. So the reward program consists of token holders locking up capital in the Fantomstarter's decentralized exchange, DEX, in exchange for a gradually decreasing APY over time. Fantomstarter's first two pools will be Fantomstarter and ETH and Fantomstarter and Fantom, and they will be available upon the Fantomstarter DEX launch. They have not launched the DEX yet. There is news coming any day, and that may be the news. Liquidity providers will be eligible to stake and farm their respective LP tokens. We will always take a substantial financial position in the projects we incubate as our interests align with that of our investors. So folks, this is just a great protocol all the way around. I do think there is a good probability that this protocol may be involved with what Andre is doing, but I can't be sure. And because of that, I will not say that I am sure. I'm just going to tell you that it is indeed hypothetical speculation. It's madness. It's how, it is what it is.